This is music, and this is another video. Welcome to another haul/update video. In this video, I'm going to show you this stack of records. I picked them up from Vinyl.eu. It's a Discogs seller that I buy from quite often because they have such a wide variety of things in terms of genres, and they have very, very good prices too. On top of that, they have like crazy midweek discounts and end of year sales. So, I mean, you can really expand your collection at a quite low cost buying from Vinyl.eu. So this stack here did not cost me a whole lot of money. Let's get to it. I gotta be honest, I really dislike the Eurovision. This is not an attack on people who like the Eurovision. If you like the Eurovision, I respect you 154%. It's not even an attack on the Eurovision, because I cannot say that the Eurovision is objectively bad or anything like that. It's just a case that most of the music that comes out of the Eurovision just doesn't appeal to me, and most of it is the kind of music I even dislike. But even so, every now and then there will be a Eurovision song that I enjoy, and that's actually the case with this one here, Brixx's Video. This is, as you can see from the fashion choice here, an early 80s entry into the Eurovision contest. It's a Danish entry. As far as I remember, it won the Danish leg of the Eurovision contest and did not do very well in the major international one, or the European one. Even so, this is a very enjoyable, catchy, sing-along friendly if you speak Danish, otherwise it's just gibberish, but very sing-along friendly, synth pop rock, new wave pop rock, from the early 80s song. Very enjoyable, and in sort of just the way that the song is sort of, the approach to putting together a song, let's put it like that, it's a bit reminiscent of Kids in America. It doesn't sound like Kids in America at all. And they do, by the way, they do sing video in it. So there you go. Very enjoyable. Happy to have that one in my collection. Let's move on to the full-length albums. Up first, Crash Box Finale. Italian crossover thrash punk metal. So heard a song or two from this album, kind of, caught my attention, so I decided to grab an entire album and check it out. So, Crash Box Finale. Up next, I know this looks like some kind of Madonna ripoff, but as far as I understand, Fiona, I don't know why I said it like with an Italian accent. I don't even know if she's Italian, but whatever. Fiona, as far as I understand, it's kind of hard rock with some pop rock leanings. So, and this one was insanely cheap, so I decided to just grab it. And there's a promo cutout here, but not a very invasive one. So that's I guess an advantage or a plus too. But yeah, I decided to grab it, check it out. Let's see if it's any good. Up next, Frank Marino, Juggernaut. Now this is straight up heavy metal hard rock. Guitar guy, although he seems to just be holding his guitar here rather than playing it, but I think I've heard the first song, Strange Dreams. I think that's the song I've heard, which I really liked, so why not grab the entire album. Up next, the most boring generic maxi single jacket in the world. They didn't give a shit about singles back in the 80s and 70s. So a lot of the 7-inch singles, and people seem to still don't care about them, are treated like garbage. And a lot of the 12-inch ones just came in, you know, crappy generic jackets. But this is actually New York, New York by Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5. So very early rap music. And this is a song I always liked, even back when I was a kid. Obviously, I didn't understand the kind of social criticism that was in the lyrics, but I liked the song because it was one of the songs that I had brought with me on a cassette tape when I was hospitalized when I was 7 with appendicitis. So I spent a lot of time just listening to that song, enjoying it. I had like I'd brought some comic books with me and some breakdance mixtapes and my Walkman. So that was, you know, part of the comfort. I could listen to that mixtape with that song on it. Up next, some more Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5. This is a slightly more interesting but still generic jacket. This is The Message. That was the other kind of big hit they had. So, you know, very happy to have these two Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5 singles, so I can listen to those songs on vinyl. Back to the world of rock and metal. Mark Edwards' Code of Honor. You know, just straight up hard rock, heavy metal, enjoyable stuff from beginning to end, if you like hard rock and metal, so that's great. The next one was a band I was introduced to in Rock and Metal Invasion in one of his videos, where he recommended a bunch of bands that were kind of similar to Guns N' Roses, and one of these bands was the Royal Court of China, primed and geared and primed, and I wasn't even looking for this one. They just happened to have it in you know, their web shop, Vinyl.eu. So obviously I grabbed it because this was one of the bands that he talked about in that Rock and Metal Invasion video that got me really interested. The next one is kind of like a mystery. Doesn't say who they are. The cover artwork is pretty awesome though. This is Speed Freaks, and I think the album is called Survive. It's an independently released album, so no label helped them out or anything. So it's pretty cool they managed to get this awesome cover artwork. It's a bit overkill ish with the bat skull, whatever, but yeah, really interested to give this a thorough listen. Speed Freaks. Speed metal. Up next, some hard rock, Spies. This one was another very cheap one. Really like the cover artwork. It's kind of, you know, science fiction-y maybe. Looks like we're on some other kind of planet with some weird architecture. You got this guy looking through a diamond or something. So there's a bit of a story that's told here. There is a kind of a punch hole in it here, but I'm fine with that. So Spies, very interested to check this out. I've heard just some snippets of some songs. The next one is a freaking awesome album, Cyclone by Vow Wow. So this is a Japanese pressing. It's another one of those former rental records. I have a cassette tape version of this, and this is just awesome. You know, 80s heavy metal, ranging from 80s heavy metal to 80s AOR. Great guitar work, you know, just an excellent album. So I decided to, you know what, I'm gonna grab this one on vinyl, you know, although I actually do have it on cassette tape. So that is great. Next one, another, and this is the last one too. Another kind of former rental record. This is X-Ray, Japanese. By the way, Vow Wow, also Japanese, but you know, Japanese heavy metal, hard rock here. And this here is some kind of cardboard sticker that has been attached to the jacket, and I'm not going to try to remove this because I kind of It kind of looks cool, kind of looks nice. There's some Japanese writing on it. I don't know what it says. For all I know, it could say that I'm a big idiot or something like that, but I just like it. So I'm not going to try to remove that. So a bunch of vinyl, including video. Thanks for watching.